Hello everybody, this is Jake Taylor with LaGrange County REMC. Today I'm going to talk to you about LED lighting, and more specifically we're going to take this old fixture, we're going to retrofit this old fixture that was a T12 and turn it into an LED tube light. Before I get started, one thing about the tube lights that I'm going to use, they are a ballast bypass tube. They have their own internal driver, which means that's the reason we don't need to use the ballast in the fixture that's existing. One thing to also keep in mind when you're installing these is some of them require that your neutral and your power supply, the hot, are going to be on one end of the tube light. Some of them require neutral on one end and power on the other. Just make sure you understand which kind of tube light you're dealing with before you get started. These are pretty straightforward. It's not rocket science to try to figure this out. And I'm not going to get into too much as far as the kind of tools you need. If you don't know what tools you need to do this kind of a project, you probably shouldn't be doing these kind of handyman projects. However, I'm going to show you how quick and easy this is. I'm going to go ahead and change the tombstones out as well. Basically because these are an older tombstone, I want to make sure I've got a good solid electrical connection inside here. And it's also because I don't know if I haven't tested these to see if they're shunted or non-shunted. And quite honestly, for 49 cents a piece for brand new ones that are non-shunted, which is what my bulbs require, this is what I'm going to go with. It was a cheap, easy swap, and I know I've got a brand new electrical connection or fitting with a really good connection on here. That's what we're going to go with. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and do the retrofit. I'm going to probably run this through at a little bit higher speed because I don't need to talk through the whole thing. You can kind of see what I'm doing. I'm using the existing wiring in the unit, and as you can see here, we have yellow, which is going to be our neutral, and then I've got blue and red, which are going to be my power supplies. I'm just going to keep them. They're in good condition. There's no sense in me trying to buy new wire and put it in. You can, but we're going to make it work with what we have. All right, so to make this simple, we're just going to cut the wires coming off the ballast. That simple. We're going to cut the wires coming off of this side of the ballast. And the whip that comes in the back side here, we're just going to undo the wires to the whip. The black wire being our hot, the white wire being our neutral. The ballast is completely disconnected. So that's the wiring side of it. All I did is I took the blue and the red that I had connected to the one end of the fixture. Those are now on the same port on the tombstone, on the same side, so I keep things consistent. And those are going to be my hots that hook to the black wire here that jumps down to my black wire coming off the pigtail, off of the whip. And then my yellow wires, which are going to be my neutrals, they were on the neutral side of the fixture before. I'm going to bring those down and hook those to my white wire here. That basically configures the rest of the wiring, so we're done on that side of it. All we're going to do now is tuck the wires back in, just like that. We're going to flip this over, and keep in mind that the one side of the fixture that was neutral before, this side down here, is now just nothing more than a placeholder for the ends of the bulbs. We take our LED tube lights, the end that's marked with the neutral and the line side right here and here, goes in this end. This side goes in that end. You give them a twist to lock it. Also keep in mind before you finish this up, you should have stickers that accompany your new bulbs saying that the fixture has been rewired and there's no ballast involved anymore. So it's a good idea to put those new stickers in place so whoever opens up this thing next time to rewire it or fix it knows that it's been rewired and it's not set up for a ballast. And that side like that. That simple. And then we'll just take a plug. We'll plug that in like that. And there you go. An LED retrofit on a T12 fluorescent fixture. We rewired it, ballast bypass with LED tube lights. Now obviously, if you don't feel comfortable doing this kind of a retrofit on your own, don't do it. Hire an electrician, hire a handyman. Most of those guys are pretty competent when it comes to electrical. But on the flip side, if you are part of the REMC, you have an energy advisor at your disposal, give them a call. We can help answer your questions. If you have any questions for me, you can contact our office at 1-877-463-7165 and ask for Jake. Have a great day.